Good morning all of you. Today let's discuss about the addition of integers. In the last class we have already discussed about integers and its representation, and now let's discuss about the addition of integers. And as a first case, let's discuss the addition of positive integers. Okay. Positive integers means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, etc. Okay. So let's take the example as plus 3 and plus 4 and let's add them. So if you are adding any two positive integers, what you have to do? You have to just add them as we are adding any, just like we are adding any natural numbers, that is 3 plus 4, and you have to put the sign as plus. So you will get plus 7. Okay, you have to just add the numbers and put the plus sign. Plus sign is not necessary, and if you are putting also, there is no problem. Okay, so if you are adding any two positive integers, you have to just add the numbers and put the positive sign. This is very easy. Addition of positive integers. Now let's see what happens when we are adding any two negative integers. So instead of taking this plus 3, let's take minus 3. Okay, minus 3 plus minus 4. Okay, in the first case it was one positive integer and another positive integer, but in this case you are adding two negative integers. Then what you have to do? In this case also you have to just add the numbers without considering its sign. That is, you have to neglect this negative sign and you have to just add the numbers. That is 3 plus 4. What is 3 plus 4? It is 7. Then what you have to do? But the sign will be negative in this case. Okay, here both the integers have got negative sign. So in the answer also you will be having negative sign. But you have to add the numbers. Okay, so in the first case when it was positive integers, when you were adding those two integers, you have to just add them and put the positive sign. And in the case of negative integers, when you are adding, you have to just add them, add the numbers and put the negative sign. Now let's see what happens when we are adding a positive integer and a negative integer. Okay, suppose you are adding plus 7. Plus 7 is a positive integer and you are adding this plus 7 to another negative integer, that is minus 3. First one is a positive integer and second one is a negative integer. In this case what you have to do? In this case you have to just subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. Okay, in this case without considering the sign, you have to just subtract the smaller number from the bigger number, that is 7 minus 3. Okay, then what you have to do? Then you have to put the sign of bigger number. What is the bigger number here? It is 7. What is the sign of 7? It is plus. So the answer will be plus 4. Okay, so in this case what you have to do? You have to just subtract the smaller number from the bigger number without considering the sign, and then you have to put the sign of the bigger number. Let's take another example and see. Let's add plus 2 plus minus 6. Okay, so first what you have to do? You have to just subtract the smaller number from the bigger number, that is 6 minus 2. Okay, then you have to put the sign of bigger number. What is the bigger number? Which is the bigger number in these two? 2 or 6? 6 is the bigger one. And what is the sign of it? Minus. And what is its sign? Minus. So you will get minus 4. Okay, 6 minus 2 is 4 and the sign is minus. So here also you have to just subtract 2 from 6, then you will get 4 and put the sign of bigger number. Bigger number is 6 here, and what is the sign of 6? It is minus. So you will get minus 4. Okay, so this is the case, that is when you are adding any integers having same sign. Okay, in the first case the integers was having the same sign, that is positive, and in the second case also integers were having the same sign. In both that cases you have to add the integers and put the sign. If it is positive means positive, if it's negative means negative. Okay, but in the second case you can see that one was positive and the another one was negative. So integers having different sign. In that case you have to just subtract the integers and then put the sign of bigger number. Okay. Now let's take some examples from page number 95 and see its result. Okay. First let's see question number A. 11 plus minus 12. So here in this case we can see that we are going to add two negative integers. Both are negative integers, or we can say both are having the same sign, that is negative sign. So in this case what you have to do, you have to just add them, that is 11 plus 12, and then what you have to do, you have to put the sign as it is, that is here it's negative sign, so you have to put the negative sign. So the answer will be minus 23. Okay, here both are negative integers, so you have to just add them and put the negative sign. Now let's see second question. So this is the second question, that is plus 10 plus 4. So here also when we are adding any two positive integers, then you have to just add them, that is 10 plus 4 and put the positive sign. Okay, so what is 10 plus 4? It's 14. So plus 14 will be the answer. Okay, now you have to do the C and D questions. Okay, all these questions are in your textbook, page number 95. So you have to do the remaining C and D. C and D is similar to these A and B, so you have to just do in this way. Now let's see next questions, that is A. So here you can see that one is positive integer and another one is negative integer, that is plus 8 and minus 7. So when you are adding a positive integer with a negative integer, what you have to do? You have to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number and put the sign of bigger number. So first what you have to do? You have to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number, that is 8 minus 7. And then you have to put the sign of bigger number. So what is the sign of bigger number here? It is positive. So answer will be plus 1. Understand? Okay, here one is negative and another one is positive. So you have to subtract them and put the sign of bigger number. Okay, now B is similar to this question, so that you have to do by your own. And now let's see C. What is C? Plus 7 plus minus 10. So here you can see that here also one is positive and another one is negative. So what you have to do? You have to subtract the smaller from the bigger number, that is 10 minus 7, and you have to put the sign of bigger number, that is minus, because bigger number is 10 here. So what is the sign of 10 here? Minus. So answer will be minus 3. While subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number, you don't have to consider the sign. Okay, you have to just subtract them and then you have to put the sign of the bigger number. Okay, here the bigger number is 10, so you have to put its sign. So the answer will be minus 3. Now let's do another question, that is plus 12 plus minus 7. Okay, So here also you can see one is positive and another one is negative. So what you have to do, you have to subtract the smaller from the bigger, that is 12 minus 7. Then what you have to do, you have to put the sign of bigger number, that is bigger number is 12 here, so you have to put its sign, that is plus. So the answer will be plus 5. So now there is one more question that you have to do which is similar to this one, so that you can do by your own. And now in textbook page number 97, there are still some questions to be done under the heading try this. Question number 2 A, B, C, D, that you can do by your own by considering all these things. Okay, so that is all about the addition of integers. So we have considered addition of positive integers, negative integers, and addition of a positive integer with a negative integer, and you have to consider all those things while adding. Okay, so that's all about the addition of integers. Thank you.